Eyes as blue as the azure sky. That is the symbol of the contractor, entrusted by the spirit king of the wind with the powers of his domain. I bear this mark, the stigma of the wind.
「走り出す感情」「暗闇をかける」「記憶が鍵を外した」「ブレストフィーこのまま」「運命は水のように一人で動き始める」「憎しみ」
Are those spirits of the wind? And there are so many of them. My God, but how? It's not possible! I see. He did it. He found his own way.
I'm the inheritor of the Raiha! How dare you underestimate me!
Hey! Stop! This area's off limits!
Not to them.
What?
It's all right. Strange cases like this are their jurisdiction.
This clearly wasn't done with conventional weapons. That leaves magic. But what kind did they use?
With this level of damage, most would have left more obvious signs.
Good call. Then there's only one answer. Wind magic.
I've never heard of a wind magic user strong enough to do something like this.
That's right. Their powers tend to be limited. Well, at least that's the commonly held belief. However, there are always exceptions to the rule. You mean you haven't heard? A very powerful wind magic user has just arrived in this country from abroad.
Home sweet home. But Mother, what is this?
It is my final gift to support yourself.
What?
I'm sorry. I wish I could be proud of you. But you couldn't master fire magic.
Mother, wait!
Goodbye.
I said I'd never come back here again. But now I guess I don't have any other choice.
Don't move another inch, Kazuma. What are you doing here?
I just want to see Jugo. Let me through.
Oh, and we're just supposed to step aside and let you pass. Is that what you're saying?
You murdered 5 of our family members in cold blood.
Now you're gonna pay.
Well, what do you know? You guys haven't changed a bit. Ganging up on me like the cowards you always were.
Take him down!
He's toast.
I don't have time for this today. Gee, thanks for the warm welcome.
I'll kill you. That's enough. Good to see you, Kazuma. It's been too long. I'm told you and your father have had a reunion.
You mean, when I kicked his ass?
Indeed. I wasn't aware of that.
Ren's in big trouble. He got kidnapped last night.
By whom?
A wind magic user. Probably the same guy who's been bumping off Kannagi's lately. But I don't have a clue what he'd want with Ren. You have any ideas? So that's a yes.
We can talk about this inside. Come, we have much to discuss.
Yeah, right.
Does it bring back memories?
Not at all.
What's going on? What happened?
Ayano!
Miso!
Kazuma did this.
You mean he was here?
Yes.
Where did he go?
He was walking inside the house with Master Jugo. Oh, was he?
Here he is. This guy. But he had some kind of strange aura when I saw him.
Just as I suspected.
So what are those files you got there?
These are the...
Kazuma! You're mine, traitor!
Ayano!
I thought you were in trouble.
No, but you are. You have disobeyed me for the last time, young lady. You were told to stay home last night. And now you draw your sword on my guest?
But he's the wind magic user who's been killing Kannagis.
I told you. It wasn't me, all right?
Oh, yeah, of course it was. So you better stop lying.
Enough. The murderer is a user of wind magic, but it's not Kazuma. He's not our adversary here. I'm afraid it's the Fuga clan.
Huh?
They have decided to take revenge against our family.
Why, Father?
This is the person Kazuma encountered, Ryuya Kazumaki, son of Hyouei Kazumaki. When Kazuma told me this, I had the Fuga's house searched, but it was found abandoned, which suggests that their entire clan is involved in this insurrection.
But, Father, it doesn't make any sense. They've served our family for generations now. If you ask me, it's this guy we can't trust, not them.
If you ask me, you're a stubborn, spoiled brat.
I am not!
Once you've made up your mind about something, you won't change it even if all the evidence proves you're wrong.
What? Take that back!
If it was Kazuma, why would he not have killed you already?
Well, because... Because he knows there's no defeating the Enraiha.
Don't be so arrogant. Your cousin Genma, our strongest fire magic user, proved to be no match against him in a fight.
He lost?
That's correct, and Kazuma could do the same to you. His powers are far greater. Accept it. The Fugas used Kazuma as a scapegoat, hoping to divert our attention away from the real murderer.
They've always been smart. But why would they want to kidnap Ren?
Huh?
Why? Because he is part of the head family.
Wait, kidnapping? Revenge? I don't understand what you're talking about.
You're too young to know the Fugas' history. They weren't always our servants. In fact, they were once an organization with power and influence.
How did that change?
300 years ago, our two families fought a long and bloody war. The Kannagis won, but only because they were able to seal away the Fuga's source of power.
But Father, what was it?
I know. It's a spirit.
Yes, and they worship this being as their god. It's a Yoma.
A Yoma?
A powerful and bloodthirsty one.
No, it can't be.
That's right. Ren has been chosen to be a sacrifice for their revived Yoma.
After all this time, we've finally discovered the location of the seal, and have the means to free our god from his captivity. In a matter of hours, the Fuga clan will be a power to be reckoned with once more. And it's all due to my son. Ryuya was so brave. He willingly allowed the evil spirits that were lingering around the seal to enter his body. They might have been few in number, but the spirit's strength was legion. By becoming their host, Ryuya gained tremendous power. Once we release the seal and free Lord Geho from his confinement, that power will increase exponentially. And now that we have a member of the Kannagi family in our grasp, that time is almost here.
Long ago, the Kannagi family trapped this Yoma, which the Fugas call Lord Geho, and confined it with a seal made out of a particular type of crystal, imbued with powerful magic. Sanmai Shinka, a rare elemental fire crystal. Anyone touching it will be horribly burned beyond recognition. However, there are exceptions to this rule, namely any immediate members of the Kannagi head family. Their bodies can never be burned, so only by manipulating one of these Kannagis could the Fuga clan ever break the Sanmai Shinka seal. That, in turn, would free the trapped Yoma, which would then take residence in the clan's chosen host. In this way, its powers could be extended to every clan member, making them most formidable indeed. We now know the intended host to be Ryuya Kazumaki. I've reached this conclusion after studying the ancient texts passed down through the Kannagi family.
But Father, what'll happen to Ren?
After he breaks the seal for them, the Yoma will know he is descended from those who had imprisoned it, and will then want to take its revenge, no doubt devouring him completely. Every fragment of the boy's soul.
Oh no.
I'm afraid so. The Fuga clan means to sacrifice Ren.
All right. I've heard enough. We have to go find him, no matter what. And we can never forgive the Fugas for what they've done. All we've ever tried to do was help them. You'd think they'd be thankful. Instead, they do this. It's totally unjustified.
Unjustified, huh? Are you sure about that?
Of course I am, and you're not?
What exactly have the Kannagis done for the Fugas? Working for the family sounds good and all, but they're basically just slaves to be ordered around.
No way! Our slaves? We never looked at the Fuga clan like that!
But you didn't look at them as equals either. The Kannagi family broke a once powerful people who didn't use fire magic. The magic they did practice you considered inferior. And you let the Fugas know this every day. Not too different from my situation, is it? Of course, I only had to put up with it for a few years. But the Fuga clan's been doing it for 300. That's a long time to hold a grudge. Now they're pissed off and want revenge. Based on what they've done so far, it seems like they won't rest until every member of the Kannagi family's dead. And guess what? I don't blame them. I blame the Kannagi family for pushing them to this point.
You're absolutely correct, Kazuma.
But, Father.
As head of the family, I've tried to rectify the disparities that have existed for so long. Sadly, it was not to be.
Yeah. Now, thanks to this family, they're gonna take Ren's life.
Father, please. Where is the Fuga clan now? Just tell me and I'll go rescue him.
Ayano, you are not strong enough.
I can't sit here and do nothing. I won't let this happen. I won't. Ren's a kid. He wasn't put on this earth to be eaten by some Yoma.
Was I really put on this earth? Just to be eaten by a demon?
Give me the location of the seal. I'm going, now.
Hold up. If you go after them, you won't make it very far. Not with Ryuya on their side. What you need is backup.
Huh?
And I don't mind providing it.
You what?
Kazuma.
He'll use all his powers to whip the spirits of the wind into a frenzy. And when he does, I won't be able to control them. See, wind magic isn't enough, but fire magic? That's a different story. Ryuya could be destroyed by Enraiha.
All right, fine. Do you think there's any chance it'll work?
Maybe. I guess.
Excuse me? Really? I guess, Kazuma?
I've never fought against a guy like him, all right? For all I know, he could kill the both of us.
Then I'd better go out and find a new partner.
No, you won't. Kazuma's going with you.
But why, Father?
Great. So what'll you pay me?
Huh?
Sure, I said I'd help rescue Ren, but I never said I'd do it for free.
Your family's in trouble, and you're asking for money?
But you're not my family, not anymore. Just for the record, my last name's Yagami now.
How could you?
Very well. Just name your price.
Are you kidding?
Where are they?
To the west, on Mount Konakagutsuchi.
Then let's go.
What?
Master Hyoe, sir. The entire clan has been assembled. We await your orders.
Very good. Let us begin the ceremony. What's the matter, Ryuya? Do you sense the Kannagis? If they'd stayed out of this, they could have lived a little longer. Let them come. Whether now or later, they will be dead soon enough. Ready? The Fuga clan will avenge itself at last. And when the dust has finally settled, there won't be a single member of the Kannagi family left alive.
Watch it! You're driving like a maniac. Can't you slow down a little?
Sure, as long as you don't mind that Ren and your family will probably all be dead by the time we get there.
I can't believe I ended up having to work with this guy.
I insist. It's quite simple. He is powerful. You do remember he defeated Genma.
I don't care if he did. The guy's still a jerk. We're paying him to save his own brother. How could he talk about money with Ren's life at stake?
You misunderstand. It's the only way he can save face.
Huh?
Helping Ren means helping the Kannagis, and Kazuma's made his feelings clear about that. But he can't just let his brother die. So if we pay him, he can save Ren and still preserve his honor.
I still don't trust him, Father. Not at all.
You're going to have to. There's no choice. You and Kazuma must work together. If not, our enemy will already have defeated us. And Ren will be lost forever.
Yeah. Are you doing this on purpose or something? Well, aren't you gonna answer me? No, of course not. You're just gonna stare at the road and ignore me completely.
So you tend to fly off the handle, don't you?
Your point?
Anger's a powerful tool for creating energy and fire magic. With that temper of yours, I can tell you got a lot of energy.
So, is that a compliment or an insult?
It's a little of both. Without self-control, anger can be a liability. I just need to know that you can keep yours in check.
Hey, look, Kazuma, don't worry, okay? I've got plenty of self-control.
We'll have a problem if you don't. Why don't we go over the plan one more time, Kay?
All right, then. I'm gonna launch a frontal attack on Ryuya, while you sneak up and attack him from behind. That's how it's supposed to work, but to tell you the truth, I'm not too happy about it.
Why?
Well, what if I only mess things up?
You won't. I'm sure you'll do fine. In fact, I'm counting on you.
Oh, really? That's weird.
What do you mean?
Hearing you say something like that, guess I'm kind of surprised. Maybe you're not as arrogant as I used to think you were.
Thanks a lot. Now let's get our heads in the game. We've got to rescue Ren. I'll never let him or anyone else be a sacrifice.
I've never seen him look so serious before.
What's up? It's not like you to get all quiet.
Nothing, honestly.
Watch out!
I could have just rolled down the window if you wanted in! What's going on?
Look, there he is. Good to see you again, Ryuya. Now where'd you take my brother? I hear you want to sacrifice him.
Was I really put on this earth just to be eaten by a demon? Are you going to protect me, Kazuma?
All right, you freak. It's time to end this!
What am I supposed to do with an opponent like this? You've got to be kidding. Buy you more time while you try to pull off some powerful technique? Give me a break! No, I can't win against him. I may finally have to admit defeat. Those eyes. Kazuma, don't tell me you're... Next time on Kaze no Stigma, the contractor. Why are you giving me a compliment all of a sudden?